Hi, today we're going to talk about superfoods for the pantry. I get asked all the time, what's one of the #1 things I can do at home to start getting healthier? And I always say, clean out your pantry and keep really great things in your pantry. That way it can work for you and not against you. So my #1 pantry food is canned fish. And I want to show off today some wild salmon. Did you know that you could get that canned? Canned salmon provides you with all the omegas that normal salmon would, and it's much cheaper in a can. Just make sure it doesn't have any added sodium. In addition to that, you can get a variety of other canned fishes. Sardines, oysters, crab, you name it, they have it. Once again with those, just watch the sodium. Otherwise, keep it in your pantry. You'll have the benefits of all those omegas, great source of protein, and it's ready to go for you when you are. Another thing I like to keep in my pantry are beans. I'm South American and I'm used to eating a lot of beans and a great variety of them. So, you all know your refried beans. I love Mexican food too. There's nothing wrong with them. Just make sure when you get your refried beans that they don't have too much saturated fat or sodium. Those are the two things to watch for with refried beans. For example, I got some here at a healthy food store. Really low sodium, almost none actually, and no saturated fat. Now that's quick food. I also have here some white beans, some black beans. I keep garbanzo beans, and I keep at least 5 different kinds of lentils in my pantry because I know that they're there for me. They're quick, they're healthy, they're high in protein, no fat, and they're a great source of carbohydrates with a lot of fiber. Another thing I love to keep in my pantry is other kinds of carbohydrates. For example, here I have some sweet potato puree. I also keep pumpkin puree and other sources of carbohydrates because normally I would cook my own sweet potatoes, but at the end of a long day and I don't have time, guess what? A can works just as well. I pop it open, dump it out, put some seasonings in, and I have a really delicious, nutritious meal for my family instantly. Speaking of healthy carbohydrates, let's talk about pasta. I keep pasta in my pantry just like you do. Here's what I do. I love quinoa pasta, so I keep different shapes and sizes around. Quinoa is really high in protein. It's a complex carbohydrate with plenty of fiber. So I know I'm feeding my family some really healthy pasta when I serve them some of this, and it cooks up in 6 to 9 minutes. I also keep some brown rice pasta around, and they make it in all shapes and sizes and even flavors. I've got a spinach one here. It's delicious. One of the changes I've noticed with my pregnancy is that I've got a sweet tooth, and I think one of the healthiest to keep around is some dried berries. I make sure that they don't have any added sugar or sodium and that they're just dried fruits. The reason I do that is so I always have a snack. I can take this to work with me. I can grab a handful in the morning to give me some quick energy. The reason is, even though I keep a lot of fruits and vegetables at the house, sometimes berries aren't in season. Sometimes I'm just out of berries and I haven't had time to go to the store. I keep some like dried fruit. Make sure it doesn't have any additives. Avoid those corn syrups. You don't want those gelled peaches, for example. You just want a nice dehydrated fruit ready to go for you whenever you need it. Last but not least, I love to keep some vegetables in my pantry. I think we all struggle with getting our 15 servings of vegetables a day. And one of the best ways to make sure that we do that, especially when we've got nothing in that refrigerator, is to make sure that my pantry is stocked with vegetables. And I mean everything. I don't just mean olives, which are actually a fat. I mean, I've got artichokes, hearts of palm. I keep all these things handy. I even have canned and frozen spinach. Why? So that I always have a vegetable ready and handy. That way I can throw together a quick pasta, put some vegetables in, or a quick pizza, put some vegetables in. That way I don't go without. So when you're looking for something to eat and you're just too tired to go to the store to get something fresh and make it, look to your pantry. It's the #1 thing that will keep you healthy, is stocking it correctly. So I hope some of these tips have helped you rethink your pantry. There's so many ways of stocking your pantry, and if you stock it correctly, it can be the go-to source for a brand new, really healthy lifestyle. And it can help you create really quick meals instantly that have all the nutritional range that you need to feel great. For more tips on healthy living and a great lifestyle, go to IllumiNutri.com, where we've got blogs and videos just like this that'll help guide you to a healthy and happy life.